welcome back
forever.
to the break room, and welcome back to a break room. After yesterday's little sojourn into The Last of Us, thank you, Brandon, Jessica, and Anna for that wonderful after show. But we're back here to talk about the nerdy news you need, the nerdy news you need to know. Today we're going to talk still a little bit of Last of Us, but we're going to get into Adam Warlock, some new Ant-Man images, and we might even do some roasting. I don't know. With me to do all of that, we've got Brandon Barrick, Jessica Clemons, Tommy Bechtold. I'm Zach Huddleston. We're all thrilled to be here. Tommy especially. Look at that. Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
I just woke up. 18 fresh hours of sleep last night. Thanks, Aleve PM.
Two cast members had a weekend, okay? The other two cast members, just had a couple of days off. The two cast members had a weekend.
See if you can figure it out.
That's right.
It was a great weekend, and then we had Monday, which we all love Mondays. But it came with, we have that Mandalorian trailer, which was really nice. More about that later. But tickets went on sale for Ant-Man and the Wasp: QUANTUMANIA. They gave out a little teaser, another little additional small mini trailer with some new stuff. Which is exciting. And now, we know this movie, obviously we're going to be diving into the quantum realm. It's Quantumania, folks. But we're starting to wonder around here, how we're going to get back out, right? Because you can't end this movie with everyone stuck there. That's not a fun ending. And one of the new teasers we got, there was a new line of dialogue that was a little different. This was the teaser for the 3D release. We hear Kang say, "This place isn't what you think. It's a cage, and we can help each other."
Ooh.
It's a cage.
A Kang cage, if you will.
That makes me think, this is just a little out there, but the concept of a cage is someone builds something to keep something contained.
Yes.
Right.
Is there a larger entity than Kang? That the quantum realm seems like this weird world that just exists in a smaller molecular level. But is there something larger out there that is creating these realms as prisons, as cages for people that we haven't thought about?
Reminds me of the HBO The Watchmen series.
Yes.
Where Ozymandias got sent, not to spoil it, but he got kind of put in a cage by another character it's slowly revealed, right? And so it's somebody more powerful than him. That's an interesting way of thinking about it.
Well, we knew another Kang, right? He Who Remains. He was powerful enough to keep all the other Kangs out.
Yeah.
But maybe this was like a cage, like one of those raccoon cages they put out there.
Oh, he got himself stuck.
He got himself stuck. Yeah, one way in. Or the crab cage,
lobster or crab.
Crab traps, right?
Delicious.
Speaking of which, we want to thank today's sponsor.
Crab traps?
The MGM Grand
The concept
seafood
of crab,
buffet.
something I may have caught in Vegas in so many ways.
Oh no. Well, as we think about this.
Well, real quick, before we move on, everybody, what do you think? Did Kang get himself caught in there? Did a power greater than Kang put him there? Or did another Kang put him there?
The way he's talking about it there, it does sound like, I think it was like a trap, where this looked very, another Kang set it up so that this quantum realm looks so, I want to be there, and he's in there and he's stuck there.
Well, if this is Kang the Conqueror, perhaps it was this is a world you must conquer. It's so tempting. Look at these people.
They're so tiny.
What do they know? Who are they? What are they cooking? I must conquer them and know all their secrets.
Cook. I think it was another Kang.
You think it was another Kang put him there?
Interesting.
Trapped him.
Put him there.
Maybe a better, more benevolent Kang is this is one of the worst Kangs. We've got to trap him in the quantum realm.
I also think he's the dumbest Kang. He fell for the trap.
The slow Kang theory.
He walked right
in. Oh, brother, this Kang stinks.
He's still smarter than a lot of people, but when compared to all the Kangs, he's the best.
And I'll just throw out, you would think, again, Kang's going to be the big bad for the MCU for a while. We know that. And so you would think anybody that could trap him somewhere that he can't get out of on his own must be extra powerful. But maybe not. We've seen, and you're going to talk about this, right? Circumstances can accidentally trap you in the quantum realm.
Right.
Could have been somebody much less powerful than him that just got him in there, trapped him in there, right? Yeah. I'll just say that.
Well, yeah, and as we look at how we think this film could end or how they resolve the issue of getting out of the quantum realm, let's look at the facts that we know, because this isn't rogue theory. We're not just going to spitball stuff here. Okay, we're going to look at the facts, folks. All right? When dealing with the quantum realm in the past, in other MCU films, there's usually been someone or something outside of the quantum realm to help pull someone out, help bring them out, okay? Working backwards from the most recent, Scott Lang, he's stuck in there during the blip. or the snap, whatever you want to call it. A rat or a mouse, it was a rat, crawls across the controls of the quantum tunnel and pulls him back out of it. Okay, that's how it happened there in Endgame. Hank and Janet, all right, and Ant-Man and the Wasp, they have a ship. Then they have the quantum tunnel. They go in, Hank goes in with the ship, he's got the ship, and he drives the ship back out. They got to make the building big so that he can see it on the little radar screen. But he's got the tunnel, so he's got the things, he's got the ship helping him get out, and like the tunnel, the quantum tunnel that they built in the PIM labs. Now, in the first Ant-Man movie, Scott Lang, he's fighting Yellow Jacket or whatever. He goes subatomic to like destroy his machinery, and he kind of gets stuck in the quantum realm. Now, that quantum realm looks very different, right? It's like more of a black void. He's hearing things. It's a little crazy. They later add in the second movie that that's where Janet was able to like mind meld with him in the quantum realm. But he's able to get himself out on his own. He pulls one of the little grow discs, the blue disc. He puts it in his regulator, and he like hits it, and he gets out. So he kind of does it on his own in that one instance.
So maybe it's PIM particles that are the key to getting out.
He still has technology to help him get out, right? He's got the PIM particles, and he probably had something that Janet didn't have when she was stuck down there for so long, because he had the grow disc like on his body. Now, if they get sucked in this movie and they have the like PIM particles on them, that could be important. We assume that they're traveling with PIM particles at all times.
Right.
Right. You got some in your pocket.
The PIM particles is the only way to reach the quantum realm that we know of so far, right?
Right.
That's like the key. So
Yeah.
it's like it makes sense that like even just a little bit of it.
Yeah,
is
I don't know
what's
if the quantum
making it.
tunnel that they built, if it has PIM. I assume there's some PIM
Well, it's tech.
in
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
That utilizes PIM particles.
I think the PIM particles are what gives you that drive that makes it able to break that layer into the quantum realm. I'm also not Hank Pym, so I didn't create these. It's just the rules of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
You're
Well,
not.
here's one thing that I think could be crazy is this Scott Lang, is 6166 Scott Lang,
Yeah.
because of he got himself out of the quantum realm. Is he special in some sort of way? Is he different than all the
He's
other
the only
Ant-Mans?
person we've seen.
Right.
Because in theory, when Janet, back in the 60s or whatever, initially got stuck in the quantum realm, when she went in there, she had PIM tech. That was how she was able
She had
to
a
shrink.
suit on, yeah.
Right? But she was not able to get herself
No.
out.
No.
Right? So, like, yeah, what is it about Scott that has enabled him? Is it just that the PIM technology has advanced to the point, and, like, you know, Janet's Mark II wasp suit or whatever wasn't capable of getting itself out?
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't think so. Do you think it was just? It had to be the suit.
Yeah, it had to-
because her suit is ancient, and when
Yeah,
ancient, it's like
it's
4
30 years.
decades,
She was
yeah.
there 30 years, right,
So
or something like
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, I think, I mean, that's the only excuse, because it's like Janet's also brilliant, right? So
Right.
she would be able to figure out a way.
Maybe
to
she didn't
figure
want
out-
to
Pins upside down.
I know it's holding my shirt together. There's a hole.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Enamel
Oh,
pins.
glad everybody
I didn't
knows.
know that.
Enamel
I didn't
pins
know.
more helpful than you thought.
Yeah. Go ahead,
there's
call
also-
me out.
No, I didn't know.
Maybe so they can
I
hold my
didn't-
face together. Because I've been crying for 48
I
hours.
didn't know.
Well, we did talk about, well, you mentioned this earlier, the idea that maybe there's not one way into the realm in this movie. Maybe there's a little in and out action going on.
Yeah.
The like press release they put out described it as like a one-way trip for this family into the quantum realm, but I think that could be purposely misleading.
And I mean, just kind of sci-fi. We know the writer Jeff Loveness has a reverence for other sci-fi, fantasy, and comic book properties, right? Like he's definitely someone who is well versed in the field. One of the classic tropes of these things, Stranger Things addresses it all the times. There's always another way out. There's always a secret door.
back door.
There's always a back door. There's always another way that you just have to figure out. Someone else figured out another way to get out. So I wonder if that's going to be another thing too, is where they figure out there's whether it's like a portal or someone else got 98% of the way there and they now have the technology to finish this and they can start creating entrances and exits to the quantum realm, which opens it up for the quantum realm being a setting in future Marvel things, right? I mean, because I don't know that this is, even though it's Quantumania, seems like it's the magnum opus of the Ant-Man and quantum realm as a concept. Doesn't feel like they'll leave the quantum realm forever and we'll never go back down there
Right.
for
Well,
anything.
we've talked a little bit on this show. There's good odds of this core cast, right? Somebody's probably going to die.
Yeah.
Somebody might choose to stay in the quantum realm and not want to come back out.
Two
And
people
then-
might choose that.
A couple people, a specific couple, you're thinking?
Yeah.
And then Cassie's not going to stay in the quantum realm. Can we assume? She's got to come out and live her life, maybe do some Young Avengers type stuff.
I think she's probably going to get on TikTok and start doing lip sync.
Yeah, I think so too. I do want to ask you about what's going to happen in the quantum realm, but real fast, we got a super chat. Thanks to all our super chatters sending in stuff. Fly Ninja 808 was asking, do you think there are different levels to the quantum realm, like the one Scott almost got stuck in during the first movie? That's a good point, because like they have said in the press release that this is the deepest level of the quantum realm we've ever seen before. Right. And in the trailer, we see a shot where Scott looks like he's shrinking down to go into that yellow squid eye thing.
No, I also, this is important. Fly Ninja, are you a ninja that can fly, or are you a really cool ninja? Call us if you know.
Or a fly that
is a ninja.
Also, 808, is that an area code or is that a drum machine?
Oh, because we know 818 is till we die.
We have to assume there's no floor, right?
Enjoy it.
There's no floor.
You can always go sub-quantum.
You can always
go sub-quantum, yeah.
Because what Scott goes to in the first movie, it's not what we see represented in the second and any other time we've seen the quantum realm. It's just a black void.
It was like the dire warning that Hank gave him when he first explained this like atomic traveling of going up and down. It's like, you can go too far down.
Well, and I wonder if he went past the quantum realm, and Janet maybe helped pull him back a little bit, which helped him get back out. Because if she's connecting with him there, I wonder if he did go past it, and maybe that's what also makes him special. Is he went there, and
if it changes your DNA a little bit.
Yeah, he's got the juice. Well, and he's just like he's statistically significant amongst the infinite number of Scott Langs. This one is an anomaly. He's the one. Very matrixy. Okay, so if the quantum realm is a cage, how do they get out of here? Does someone help them from the outside? I said this before, but like it looks like in the trailer, at one point Cassie Lang is outside of the quantum realm again. She's in the laboratory looking at that yellow thing.
You think that might be later in the movie?
I think it's later. I don't think that's the initial like suck in, or it's a different Cassie Lang.
I'm sorry,
The
can you go
initial
back?
what?
The initial suck in. It's
Sorry.
the official name of it.
Now let me tell you,
suck in.
as someone who just spent 36 hours in a cage in Vegas under the
How do you
guidance
break
of
out of the cage?
Mistress Vanessa, there's 3 ways out of a cage. You got to get greased up and slide through the bars.
Okay.
That's one way. Okay. The other way, key.
Ooh, a key.
The third way, brute force, baby.
Oh,
break that cage apart.
I do like that. So you think now that we know again, Cassie she is involved in the initial suck-in, as you said. So I'm out. But if you think later in the movie she's out and helps pull her family out, well, how does she get out?
That's what I want to know.
We were talking before we started rolling here. There's a couple frequent Ant-Man cast members that are not featured in the trailer. That being Bobby Cannavale.
Right.
That being Randall Parks.
Yeah.
A Jimmy Woo character. That being
Judy Greer.
Judy Greer's ex-wife character. Right? Like, could one of them in a, I'm just stopping by. I haven't heard from you in 2 days. Oh, knock, knock, knock. Nobody's in here. Oh, what's this button do? Kind of an accidental kind of thing.
How about Greg Turkington?
Yeah.
The manager of the Baskin Robbins, huh?
Tim Heidecker, put him back in there.
Yeah. Well, do you think, I guess that speaks to, like, we don't know who, or, I mean, is Sword involved? Is whoever's running the Avengers figures this out,
because
right?
at this point now, Pym Tech and Scott Lang are so high profile. He's doing all this press at the beginning. There's no way government agencies aren't getting in on this quantum game themselves,
right? Because we know Val's out there trying to track down all the vibranium.
Oh, yeah.
You think she's not trying to track down all the Pym particles, right?
They've spent decades trying to make super soldier serum. You know they're working on their own Pym Tech.
Yeah.
That's the interesting part, is because of Hawkeye, we see these the Pym Tech
arrows
that are just being left behind. So it's like it's not that hard to actually get a hold of the things and study it. But I think because the quantum realm is so hard to understand and reach, only Hank Pym and what's his name, Lawrence Fishburne's character, sort of
Goliath, Bill Russell,
sort of know
NBA legend,
sort of know how to tackle it. And I don't know if it's going to be an accidental button.
11-time champion, sorry.
I don't know if it's going to be an accidental button since we've already gotten the rat going over it. It is a fun callback nonetheless. I think they're just going to have to get themselves out.
Yeah.
And just the suits alone being down there might be the Pym Tech enough needed.
I really agree, and that's a great point, Jessica, that like we've already seen the accidental get out a couple times,
Sure.
and it gives these characters more agency if one of them is able to figure it out, and it's not just random or circumstance. Now, it does speak to what could be different about this movie. It's not an external force. It is what Kang wants out of Scott. Is Scott holds the key to an internal force, being able to open up like a two-way tunnel. You know, like that people are able to escape the quantum realm from inside without somebody on the outside doing anything.
And the accidental get out is what you got to do if the initial suck-in doesn't work.
Oh my
We've all done an
Brandon.
accidental get out.
We're printing that shirt. We're printing the initial
I don't
suck.
want
Wait,
that shirt for the break room merch. I do not want it for the break room merch.
I love these ideas, but they're all wrong. Here's what's going to happen, okay? He describes it as a cage. I think that line is like second act Kang, where he's like, that's the initial thing. He's tricking Scott to do something. It's not really a cage. But if it is a cage, you got to destroy a cage, okay? Yeah. And one thing that the 616 MCU loves to do is destroy things. They've destroyed the Infinity Stones.
Yep.
They've destroyed the Darkhold, the Book of Ashanti. They've destroyed whole realms.
Are you saying destroy the quantum realm?
They're going to destroy the quantum realm. And like this is going to lead to like in incursions and like Secret Wars and all that Battle World stuff is because like the 616 has to be stopped. It's out of its mind. It's killing Celestials. It's destroying Infinity Stones. I think the other universe is going to be like, we've got to stop the 616.
This is
out of control.
This is a crazy theory, but I love it because
they destroyed the quantum realm.
Because also, doesn't that set up potentially Kang as like a good guy to the people of the quantum realm? He's trying to protect the quantum realm by stopping 616. I don't think it's going to happen, but it is a fun theory.
I think there's going to be some real change. And speaking of real change, I want to ask the Marriott to lift my band for my initial suck-in. I was a boy. The jacuzzi was too tempting. I get it now. It's only for soaking, not for sucking. Let me back, Marriott. Let me back into your hotel.
Why are you using this platform?
I want your breakfast. I want your swimming pools. I want your comfy pillows.
The suck-in is another place you can stay that's not a Marriott.
Oh, by the way, yeah, if you're ever in Burbank, California, which we're very far away from, do not stay at the suck-in. Okay, because some say it blows.
Jameson sent us a great super chat pointing out how much asking how much real world time will pass if the entire movie takes place in the quantum realm. And like if going sub-quantum means even more real world time passing, kind of like Inception, where like if you go deeper, time's moving faster or whatever. I mean, this could be a great way for them to jump ahead in time if they want to.
Well, no,
in
but
the Marvel
and it's
Cinematic
been a little
Universe.
confusing, right? Because like obviously the quantum realm can be used for time travel.
Right.
That's how they used it in
Established,
Endgame. Aging is a little wonky. Yeah, like Scott doesn't age, but like seemingly
Janet
aged like everybody was aging on the outside, right? Like, I mean, looks great. Don't get me wrong. Maybe aged like somebody her age who's had some work done. I don't know, but
save it for the later segment.
No.
You didn't know that people were going to dissect her like that.
No. But I'm just saying, like, if we're following the logic of how time passes in the quantum realm, it hasn't fully been established. Is that right, or has it?
Yeah, we don't know. They have the great explanation line. Time works differently in the quantum realm.
Yes.
So who knows? I
We
mean,
don't know.
We may soon discover that Janet was like, no, I was here for like 100 years, like in quantum time, and I did a lot here.
Yeah.
And maybe time passes faster, but you age slower.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, we also saw how like Scott being pushed through time, or time was pushed through Scott Lang by Bruce Banner, and he aged and changed differently like that. Like she may have looked, it may have not been that long, but she touched a time stream in it.
It's interesting. I could add that we still have MODOK, who is seemingly changed completely.
Well, yeah.
And he's been in there for a shorter amount of time than
Maybe
she was.
he chose to look like that. Maybe.
Yeah, I think he
maybe,
did. I think
Darren Cross was like, I want a big head. Well, Hector Rivera was asking if we think our family here is going to join forces with a villain in the quantum realm to beat Kang. Maybe MODOK secretly hates Kang. I mean, MODOK definitely hates Kang. He definitely hates Kang.
Well, but he definitely hates Scott Lang.
Well, yeah. He's got a lot.
His face, he hates Lang and King. His face in the trailer when he's Corey Stoll's face, he just looks so miserable. It's like he's like, that's him.
Well, I mean, and we're going to meet a lot of quantum characters that some of which will be on the side of our buddies, the Ant-Man family, and some of which won't, right? William Jackson Harper's character, some of these other, like, Rebel Alliance kind of.
Gentora.
Bill Murray and the rich
Krim
folks.
Crandall, or whatever his name is. Krim Crandall, the Biscuit
Lord
King.
Kylar? I think his
Lord
name is
Kylar,
Lord Kylar?
yes.
Or is
That's
it
what I meant.
Krylar? Yeah.
Krylar? Cry more.
Oh, Krylon. Great
Cran.
scripting. We're gonna
Tommy, shut up.
real quick. Final verdict. Do you think whoever eventually gets, after the initial suck in, there's the final suck out, and
Always.
who initiates the final suck out? Is it somebody internally? Maybe Scott unlocking a secret thing,
In
or
my
is it somebody
relationship, it's
externally?
usually the woman. It's one final suck out, and then we never speak again.
I think I'm saying Hank and Janet don't leave. They stay behind.
I
They
think so
push
too.
out.
But of their own choosing.
Yeah. Well, Janet wants to stay, and then Hank's like, I'll stay too.
Yeah.
I could see this.
My hips are terrible.
I can't do it.
I'm so much more flexible in the quantum
I'm
realm.
so much lighter.
I could see this. I could see perhaps Kang and MODOK escaping with Cassie, like kidnapping her back, and then Hank and Hope and Scott and Janet figuring out that they can get 2 more of them out, or something like that. We've got 2 ways out. So
And they
Hope,
also got a fox, a chicken,
Yes.
and a cow.
But you can't leave the fox and the chicken in the
Yeah,
boat
yeah.
at the same time.
That's right. But you can get a great look at a T-bone steak by sticking your head up. No, I'm just kidding. No, I think in the end, Hank and Janet will kind of sacrifice the chances of them getting back to the regular world to send Hope and Scott back to save Cassie, and the final battle will take place in Earth, where they get Cassie back.
I like that. I might twist that. It does feel like some of the energy in the trailer is setting up. Scott might be the one sacrificing himself for somebody else, right? Like, I don't have to win. We just both have to lose,
I think it's
right?
a fake out.
You think the trailer's a fake out?
Yeah.
You think Scott lives?
Scott lives.
Okay.
Scott lives.
Agree to disagree.
I also, real quick, sorry, before we move on, we did get some closure on Fly Ninja. He is a cool ninja.
Oh,
and
great.
808 is the area code for Hawaii.
Whoa! Aloha means hello and goodbye, Fly Ninja. Thank you very much.
We've covered that before. That's nice.
Let's pivot here to some headlines.
Yay!
Great, and thank you real quick to Boogie's World, Jalen Dorsett, Endless Mike, 1337, Mrs. Tony Stark, everybody sending in.
GSU Eagle, I see that you've changed your name back, but I'll never forget you, Evan.
Corey Kane, Julie. We'll maybe come back and read some of your super chats, but thank you for
I
sending
think
those in.
Ebenezer Splooge was just too much to handle.
You're
It is a
getting, a lot of the other YouTube channels were like, I don't know why this person keeps super chatting us.
Okay, a quick some rundown of some headlines, the big news. HBO's The Last of Us, which we loved and are excited about covering on the channel. The ratings came out, it premiered Sunday night with 4.7 million viewers. And that's the network's second largest series premiere ever after House of the Dragon, which, to be fair, did draw about twice that many. But still, it's a big premiere for Last
This
of
is a
Us.
holiday weekend, too.
Yeah.
I don't think everyone watched it Sunday night.
In honor of MLK Day, they didn't watch it.
I think they were partying.
Maybe
They
people
were
traveling, maybe,
Oh,
yeah.
for all those parties.
Not a normal, but
And maybe an honor. Maybe an honor.
yeah. But I mean, and we're hoping even as word of mouth spreads, because it's a really good show, like even more people might go back and watch a little later.
Yeah.
As we mentioned earlier, a new trailer for season 3 of The Mandalorian came out last night during the football game.
Yes.
We got a new look at the plural Mandalorians, Din Djarin's new navigator droid, a shot of either what we think might be Coruscant or the city planet from Kenobi, confirmation of a return to Tatooine. Got to get to Tatooine, baby. And what seems like a flashback to the Jedi Temple during Order 66.
Yayo.
That moment when we see those lightsabers.
Oh, I'm hyped, baby.
Also,
Child murder.
we got some more Pelimoto in our lives, too.
Moto screaming, "May the Force be with you."
We talked about it in the staff meeting, but I think that confirms she banged a Jedi.
Yeah,
at some point.
absolutely. That's what she
Definitely.
asked him too.
Yeah.
May the Force be with you. I'm getting sick of this noodling.
Oh, my God. What
What are we
is...
in Utah?
do Jedis have sex?
They're not supposed to.
But
But
it's frowned upon. but
that's why Qui-Gon was so angry, because he was out there banging.
that's right.
He was out there banging.
Qui-Gon was.
Qui-Gon got it.
Yeah.
Oh, Qui-Gon got it in?
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Qui-Gon got it on.
In an interview with Variety, Julia Louis-Dreyfus said she really, really wants to fight in the upcoming Thunderbolts movie. Fun. She went on to say she hasn't seen the script yet. There's so much secrecy around it. Thunderbolts begins filming in June of this year and is slated to release on July 26th of next year.
You know what would be a fun little Easter egg in the Thunderbolts is if they all made the bet with each other from Seinfeld. All the Thunderbolts, last one to,
I'm just mad they didn't have like her and Everett Ross like get into like a domestic dispute or something.
Yeah.
And just like start beating each
Or
other.
they had that kitchen scene together. They started swinging pots and pans at each other's head or something.
Yeah. They're both trained government officials.
But then, isn't it it's kind of a domestic assault? It's a little touchy there because they're in a couple.
Yeah. A little touchy.
But if it's her fighting a Hydra agent or something like that,
Oh,
then
that's okay. That guy's got a family.
But they're
That
not in the
Hydra
same
agent
family.
is someone's
But
son.
those kids are Hydra too. You cut his head off, 4 more kids coming up.
Wow. James Gunn told Empire that Adam Warlock is definitely not a good guy. While talking about the powerful cosmic entity, he says, what we're seeing is the infant form of Warlock. He's basically a baby.
Look
at
at my baby man.
What a muscle baby. Warlock, of course.
babies, we make our dreams come true.
Of course, he's going to be played by Will Poulter, who as a child was in We're the Millers.
He was also in The Lion, the Witch, and the
Script's
Wardrobe.
getting stronger.
He's in the
that's
third
right.
Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Also in the, what was the Choose Your Own Adventure Black Mirror?
Oh, yes,
Yeah,
Baldergast.
Boobastank.
Balderdash.
Radagast.
Balderdash.
Bandersnatch. Bandersnatch Bandicoot.
Bandersnatch.
Yeah. He's really good in that. He's a talented actor who got jacked. But according to Gunn, people online were saying, "Oh, Tom Cruise should be Adam Warlock."
Yeah.
But he wanted a more youthful actor, which also speaks to like, hey, you lock in these actors young.
Yeah.
They could be around for 5-6 movies. Do you think we're going to see a whole lot of Adam Warlock?
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. He's a baby right now, and then he's gonna come into it at the end and be like, "Yeah." Oh, and then he's gonna realize once he's with the other Eternals in the
I
sky,
don't
they're
know.
gonna teach him.
It's like as a cosmic entity, like the Marvels maybe, Eternals too.
Yeah.
I don't see him
Eternals
like
2 could
spinning
be-
around on Earth too much.
No, he's
I
gotta be with
think
the
that there's
Eternals.
going to. Oh, I'm so sorry, Jessica.
No, I cut you off.
I think that they are going to make not a Guardians 4. I think they will start a new franchise kind of in that Guardians world that might just be called like Guardians or something like that. That'll be maybe some of the characters that we were introduced to before that were like with the Ravagers or the other groups that were like calling when they were all the cameos, the fun cameos at the end of the last movie. I just think that you got to keep that. You have to keep space as a playground for these characters and movie and filmmakers. So
He's too big for Earth.
Yeah.
He'd rip through Earth.
Well, and
so conclude. Oh, sorry, but I was saying conclude the Guardians of the Galaxy James Gunn version, and then don't reboot it. Just play in that world that's been created. If any of those Guardians actors want to come back, have them come back within reason, and then make new Guardians, have new team ups.
well, it's a good point. Like, of a lot of the titles we know in Phase 5 and Phase 6, there's not a lot of outer space stuff going on, right? Like Thunderbolts. I mean, we don't know what form Kang Dynasty, and thank you, John, right?
Secret Invasion will hopefully have elements of it, but we're being
gonna be
invaded.
But there's
DC
not a
most
lot
of
of
the time.
outer space there, though. Coming up Phase 6, we don't know where Fantastic Four is taking place.
Yeah,
that's right.
Right? We can probably assume Deadpool's on Earth, probably Blade's on Earth.
I think
but,
Blade's going to be on Mars. Blades are from Mars. Eternals are from Venus.
Quantumania and friend of Tommy Bechtold, Jeff Loveness, described the new Ant-Man as Jodorowsky's Dune within Marvel. Now, Jodorowsky's Dune is a pretty arcane reference for film geeks and people that love Dune like myself. Alejandro, thank you. Jodorowsky was a weirdo arty director who almost made a Dune movie back in the 70s. You can look at it. There's a good documentary made about it. But crazy, arty, weird, maybe a little bit more authentic to the original novelization. So like kind of that's their way of saying like this is a weird, trippy, crazy world, right? That's going to have crazy visuals and lots of weird stuff going on. Jodorowsky's Dune was an attempt by cult director. Okay, it was written here in the prompter, guys. I didn't need to go off
Zach
the
was
top of my
trying
dome.
to dunk on with his own knowledge.
But Loveness described the quantum realm as a limitless place of creation and diversity and alien life.
Limitless. Bradley
Limitless.
Cooper cameo?
Ooh, take one pill. Again, exciting. I think, like, as maybe Jessica said earlier, like, we can keep coming back to the quantum realm. Hopefully we do.
Nope.
Hopefully this is just like
destroyed.
introduces us to these different cultures and people and races and species and whatever, and they're people that we want to keep visiting, right? And speaking of Quantumania, we got a first look at William Jackson Harper's Quantumania character. There he is. Okay,
Now that's a quaz, if I've ever seen a quaz.
yeah, not a lot, just kind of like a little bit of an outfit hairdo,
I
that's
think
about
he's
it.
just not wearing glasses,
Oh,
which makes him different.
He also looks more to be on this like rebellion side of Gentora and the freedom fighters than like the Lord Krylar.
yeah, there's a little less golden gems and
high
stuff.
society.
Yeah.
He looks like he's working alongside someone against them. Like,
Yeah, he also looks concerned, doesn't he?
When doesn't he? He has that look all
He's
the
like-
time.
Someone overcooked that roast beef.
Oh, yeah.
That's what he looks like. He's like,
Very
this,
upset.
this chicken's going to be dry.
We also got new images of both Kang and Janet from that same Empire article. Oh, now we've been pointing out
My
inspired-
God.
the way
Fired sitting.
God,
I
why?
have
Why?
a couple thoughts about
Lord.
this photo. Okay, first off, it's a chair right in front of a bench, but like to the point where you can't sit on that bench.
Right.
I will
think the
say
chair
a 2D
moves. The
image,
chair
it's hard to
moves.
see how
Okay,
deep
you
it
think
is.
there's some
The
depth?
chair
Yeah, I
is
think it's some
floating
depth.
and it moves.
Because like, why put cushion on that bench if it's not accessible?
Also,
right.
bring up the image one more time just for me. Oh, God. Good Lord.
Also, the way that guy chose to sit in that
spread.
chair.
He did it on
Okay.
purpose. He did it on
The king
purpose.
spread.
He's like, oh,
Acting
I'm tired.
choices,
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
acting
tired.
choices
Not
are
sitting-
being made.
Not sitting normally, how the chair is meant to function, but choosing
Draped.
to like
It's like Louis the
put in the
XVI, just
corner.
like
very nice.
They sold that chair in the 70s.
Yeah.
From Neiman Marcus. You could buy it. It would cost $15,000, and it was only sold to cocaine dealers.
oh wow. Speaking of Michelle Pfeiffer and her appearance in Scarface, there she is. That's a dope looking photo. Look at that background. I want that in a blacklight poster. Yep, very excited for all the visuals, all the sittings. You think is that the best sit we'll see in Quantumania?
It's like one of the top 4 sits.
Easily.
Let's rank the sits in the MCU one of these days.
Okay, we'll do it.
Ooh, who's got the best?
Is it a hot sit or is it a dank shit?
Real quick, we're going to come back. The mandatory fun today is going to be next level. I just want to tell you that. I'm very excited for it. Tommy's got something cooked.
No.
Not cooking. It is cooked.
It's cooked.
It is roasted. It is
fully
basted.
baked.
It is ready to consume. Okay. But real quick, we want to thank the folks that helped us bring this episode to you all week. And that's our good friends at NordVPN. We were very excited. We've wanted to do a movie club on Breakroom for a while where we get to talk about maybe some of our favorite films or things we don't normally get to talk about. And NordVPN is helping us do that because one of the great gifts of using a VPN is you get to tap into other streaming services from other countries. Woo! So without needing to subscribe to a new service, you already subscribe to American Netflix, we know, right? Ooh, you can change your location using NordVPN to be from other countries and access totally different libraries of Netflix. And they're still in English. We confirmed this earlier. I was a little confused because I hadn't tried this process. We confirmed. You log into Japanese Netflix, you still get to watch movies in English. It's not like you're forced to learn Japanese or anything like that.
I did this to catch up on Better Call Saul when it was like the most recent season wasn't available. It wasn't streaming in the US, but it was streaming in like England.
Stunning.
Little switcheroo. Done.
Yes, NordVPN has over 5,000 servers in 60 different countries. So it's potentially up to 60 different Netflix libraries. And if you're ever traveling abroad, maybe you're in Japan traveling. Oh, well, you can still watch American stuff by using a VPN reversing.
Yeah, you watch eagles flying over mountains, grain blowing in the
Fireworks,
wind, fireworks, trucks,
Apple pies.
alligators eating deer right out of the lake.
And don't worry about bandwidth throttling. NordVPN gives you the best speed of any VPN service, so your content will be streaming in that crisp, high definition. Woo! So we here in the break room, we're all going to use NordVPN this week to watch Knives Out. Yes, there it is. The prequel to Glass Onion, if you will, or the first Benoit Blanc mystery from Rian Johnson and the gang.
So good.
It's not currently available on American Netflix or any of the major streaming services, but we are going to use it to watch it on Japanese Netflix, where it is streaming for free, okay? And then on Friday, we're going to spend some time talking about our thoughts on Knives Out. So if you sign up for NordVPN this week, you can watch Knives Out for free too.
That's right.
And then come back and listen to us and jump in the chat and share your thoughts on Knives Out. So get NordVPN. Get your exclusive NordVPN at nordvpn.com/breakroom. You'll get a huge discount off your NordVPN plan, plus a bonus gift. Ooh, a bonus gift. It's completely risk-free with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. So get it for Movie Club. I guarantee you'll like it and you want to stick around, but it's risk-free. That's NORDVPN.com/breakroom. We thank NordVPN for sponsoring the show.
Heck yeah.
It's time for mandatory fun.
Whoa!
Boo hits.
Right.
Boo
It's
hits.
Tuesday, and we didn't get to play the graphic yesterday, so play the graphic again. Hey!
Oh, come on.
Yes. Ooh. Yes, it's Tuesday. It's mandatory fun. I'm feeling so fine. Play that image of Janet Van Dyne. Oh! You know what? I'd kill a lot of drug dealers for it. Just to spend some time with Michelle. Anyway, I'm here with my 3 best friends in the whole world for a little non-optional fun. Unfortunately, none of us can be here today.
Right.
All 4 of us have to go. I have my sentencing today, and the rest of these guys are testifying against me. So we have to go. Everybody leave. Everybody head on out, and then maybe we'll slowly make our way back. That's right. We're back. It's your boys and girls, the kings of roast comedy and queens of roast comedy. Ant-Man gave us a plethora of new images this week. And, all those other jack-offs, they might have liked it. We hate it! Boom. So we're going to roast these images. And here we are, the Clown Prince of Florida, Smack Huddleston.
Hey!
Quadruple B, Brandon, the bad boy Barrick.
That's 4B.
Jessica Clemons. And me, the Jersey Kid, T. Psycho Bechtold. Now, we've got the posters. We are the roasters. Let's see the images and let the roasting begin.
Yeah.
Huh? Oh, yeah, sorry. There were posters that came out, 4 of them from the movie theaters and 7 of character posters that were released on the Twitter, I believe. And we're going to roast each image.
Yeah.
So the posters will be... first of all, Dolby.
Oh, my God.
Why is Kang hanging out in the background like MT in the What We Got Wrong video on YouTube?
Wait, bring that poster back up. Okay, yeah. I do like the scale there. Poor Cassie Lang. What is she, a booger in Hope's nose?
Oh, hey, yo. Hey, who's designing the guns at Marvel? You already used these guns for Peter Schill.
Oh,
Get new guns. Jesus Christ. Make new guns.
Oh, what is this? Kang about to run a train? Look at all of them lined up ready.
God.
What is this? What are these, Russian nesting dolls?
There you go. There you go.
I got caught on the Kang train once. It sucked.
Was that part of the initial suck-in?
That's right. I got the initial suck-in from Jonathan Majors, and let me tell you, there was nothing major about it.
Whoa.
Oh, not the big leagues.
Next poster.
Next poster.
Oh, okay.
Looks like an anus.
Hey, look at all those old people. There's enough gray hair in this poster. What is this? 80 for Kangi?
Hey.
Oh, what is this? What is this? Ant-Man and the Wasp? Kakuna-mania? Hey, what is this? What is this? Inner Space Cowboys?
Keep him going. Keep him going.
What is this? Honey, I shrunk my prostate using a prostate medication and now I might not die? What is this? What is this? Turtlenecks are in season because our necks all look like raisins? Hey!
What is this?
You know, they say the quantum realm, as you go deeper down, reality can bend. And that must explain why they think we're dumb enough to believe that in that reality, Michael Douglas and Michelle Pfeiffer are the same height. He's short and he lies about his height, folks. Google it.
Lies about his height. Oh, okay, real 3D. Okay, real D. I just want to say, how bad do they want to sell tickets? They're willing to fake a Spider-Man logo inside the Ant-Man poster.
What is this? Real D? Does that stand for real dumb? I'm from New Jersey. What is this? A poster for ants?
Well, Jonathan Major's giving blue steel up there at the top of the
So
poster.
Put the poster back up.
Oh,
No, the other
moving
one.
on.
We already moved on.
Wait, show the one before it. I forgot one. Show the one before that one. I forgot one.
Yeah.
There's 2 Kangs in this poster, but it's not 2. It's actually co-Kangs, because you got to be on cocaine to design a poster this dumb. Next poster.
Okay. Okay. 4DX. Yeah, that's actually not Wasp striking a pose. That's how her spine works after she watched a movie in 4DX.
Oh, the chairs rattle and your bones skedaddle. Wow, I guess you could say fame has really gone to Scott Lang's head in this
Look
book.
at it.
It's huge.
It's
Look
huge.
at that. If you look close, Cassie is wearing what look like Chuck Taylor shoes. Where did she get her stature outfit? Journeys?
Oh. StockX.
Oh.
I forgot about this poster and failed to roast it at all.
No notes.
Oh, these are the character posters. Never mind. I'm
character
sorry. I
posters.
didn't realize these were so cool.
Yeah. Wow.
More like Scott Payne in the ass. Why does this guy keep getting us in so many pickles?
More like Scott Pudd.
Yeah, I like it.
Paul Pudd.
Keep
We
going.
can keep going.
Oh.
He's just a good-looking guy, huh?
Yeah, it doesn't make it.
he's
You want to
giving-
see these scars.
There's another Scarface that's going to get blown by Michelle Pfeiffer.
Oh my God.
Thomas.
Yo, this is a man who spends all his time researching PIM particles to cure erectile dysfunction.
I
You
think
can't get cancer from going down on people in the quantum realm, right, Hank?
no. Go back.
As long as we don't curse in the first 30 seconds, we don't get demonetized.
Oh, so we still got time to curse? I think I saw this guy on January 6th.
Oh!
Where was Hank Pym on January 6th?
Wait, where was Jessica on January 6th?
Well, we have to remember we are the kings and queens of roast comedy.
I was there.
So we might have been there for comedic reasons. Why are so many of these people dressed in cloaks? Is the costume designer Stevie Nicks?
Is this an episode of Euphoria? That wasn't even a diss. It just looks good.
Yeah.
Oh,
She's definitely holding in a shit.
I had
she
that
starring-
haircut in college.
Is she starring in a local community theater's production of Peter Pan with that haircut?
Whoa, I mean,
Oyster from the ceiling.
what's Kate Goslin gonna do in the quantum realm? she's got 8 kids she's gotta watch out
John and
for.
Kate Bussey. Hey, let me ask you something. How does that woman expect us to give her a shot in this movie when she won't get a shot of her own?
Yep.
Got the shot.
Yep.
Okay, last.
I'm not
Whoa,
done yet.
Okay.
We haven't forgot what you did, Bill Murray.
Looks like QUANTUMANIA is sponsored by Hair Club for Men.
Bill Murray.
Oh yeah, what did someone say? This looks like the most boomer episode of SNL ever. Mike Douglas, Mickey Pfeiffer, Wilt Murray,
Mickey Pfeiffer.
Paul Rudd. Anyway, that's all.
I like his Ray Charles impression in the back. If you can bring the photo back up, it makes more sense. There it is.
Oh yeah.
That's after he gets his cataract
Quantum.
surgery.
Yep.
Quantum. Time moves differently. That's why quantum realm is on my mind. You know, we had a lot of fun here today, guys. But at the end of the day, we love these movies, and that's why we roast them. You know, Ant-Man Quantumania, Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, you're one of my best friends. We grew up together in the clubs. You know, I wouldn't be me without you. And I just want to say I wish you the best, and you're a real good sport for being up here today.
Also, IMAX, Real 3D, Screen X. We love you.
We'd love to see the movie in
Please,
any of your
yeah,
formats.
please send us tickets to any of your screens.
Or
We'll
if you
Dolby.
want us to decorate, other than that awesome Doctor Strange poster in the background, send us another poster. We need to decorate this place. We can't just have Horace the Snowman over there.
Where's the picture of me?
Oh, we banned photos.
Real quick, let's shout out a couple other folks sending in super chats. Match 143, Kokang for the win. Ha ha ha. Christian Unpronounceable, our friend from Canada. Lost Wasp.
Oh, good one.
That's a good pun. Thank you, Kiana Chanel. Murray in the Mix. Bill Murray character in Ant-Man and then Wasp. I'm not sure I get that one, but and then Corey Candrilli pointing out Return of Babu Frick and that Mandalorian trailer.
Babu Frick, the only way you're ever going to get me to give a Babu fuck about a Star Wars show again. I'm a roaster. I'm not obsessed with
Is that the Babu Frick? Was one of them the Babu Frick?
I think they're all Babu Frick. They're all singularity.
They have the hive mind? They're all just Babu Fricks?
We are all Fricks. Hey, Babu.
Thank you so much for going off the rails there with us as we take a dark journey into Roastamania.
Yeah.
And thank you again for everybody in the chat, everybody sending in super chats. We'll be back. We might talk a little bit more about the Mandalorian trailer tomorrow.
I have a
We'll
suspicion there'll be some more Mandalorian content coming out very soon.
We also, there's a very fun segment about Agatha Coven of Chaos that we are working on. Wasn't quite ready today. It's going to be really fun later this week. Check out that. A lot of great content coming out on the channel, of course. More content this week about Ant-Man and the Wasp: QUANTUMANIA. What are some other stuff people should look forward to?
Eric's breakdown of The Last of Us is already out. The breakdown of the Mandalorian trailer should be out soon if it's not out already.
I believe today. I also, Prince Harry's been releasing some audio excerpts of his book. So if you're not sick of that, Chud, yet.
Chud, whoa.
What a difficult life I've had, having everything given to me. My brother shoved me once.
We got lots of Ant-Man content this week. Some more Mandalorian content from Tommy.
Yes.
Awesome stuff on the channel.
Prince Harry, come on the show.
Prince Harry, come on the show and bring Simu Lu with you.
That's right. We'll only let you in if you bring in Simu.
Please.
Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to NordVPN. Again, download NordVPN so you can watch Knives Out and chat about it with us on Friday. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day.
Latest, chaos.
Gucci and Moochie.